Hey, talking to you. Better stop watching porn. Alright, let's get talking about how to do that again. Let's talk about discipline. Discipline is a huge thing, and this is really closely related to willpower, which I also did another video on, and it's probably going to be a lot of overlap here, but anyway, it's something that needs to be dealt with. Discipline, okay. Well, the word discipline is, interestingly, related to the word disciple, so maybe that will clue you into how important this actually is and how much of a matter of, really how much of an important part of your faith this is. Discipline, let's give it like a little bit of a definition here just to work with. Discipline is what is required to do things that you should do but do not want to do at all. Like, at all, okay? So discipline is not where you're really productive and you get a lot done and you don't watch porn because things are going great and you feel motivated and you just don't want to watch porn and you want to do good things and be productive and all that. That's not discipline. Discipline is when you feel terrible and things are going south and, you know, your family's having issues, work is rough, school is rough, whatever, your girlfriend broke up with you, and through all this you decide, I'm going to stay the course. It sucks, but I'm going to do what I have to anyway. I'm going to not do the things that I need to not do, and I'm just going to do the right thing. That is discipline. And discipline is like a muscle. And you don't build it by sitting around waiting for something to happen. And you just start where you are and start building that discipline. And like a muscle, it will grow with effort. And when you push it and you push it to its limits and you really exert it and give it some exercise, then it's going to start growing. And you're going to become more and more disciplined as that goes on, and you're going to become better able to withstand temptation. You're going to become better able to go and do productive things and actually live your life in a meaningful way, not just because you feel motivated and all that kind of stuff, but because you just have that ability to overcome any lack of motivation, any circumstances in your life, anything like that would be holding you back. Bugs out here, they're not disciplined. Some of them are. Ants are very disciplined. But anyway. Okay, so as far as building this discipline, like I said, just start where you are. When you're trying to build muscle or something like that, you're trying to get in shape, you just got to start where you're at. And yeah, it's going to suck at first. You're not going to be very good at it. But you just got to get started. And you'll grow over time and get better and better and better until eventually, you've got that strength, or you have that type of body, or you've lost that weight, whatever it is. If you're consistent and you just get started and stick with it, then you are going to get there. And it might take a lot of time, it might take a lot of effort, but it's worth it. And really, it's necessary. I mean, if you're serious, you don't have a choice here. You got to build your discipline. Now, what builds discipline? Well, really, discipline, there's a lot of crossover in discipline between different areas that you can or cannot be disciplined in. And if you become more disciplined in one area, really that is going to contribute a lot to your discipline in another area. So I believe that if you are, if you are training yourself physically, if you're, whatever it is, lifting weights, running, whatever it is, anything like that, that's a good way to build discipline that will cross over into the realm of quitting porn or quitting any other kind of addiction or getting any other kind of sin under control. That's going to cross over there, and it's going to be helpful to you because you're training your mind to do things that it doesn't necessarily want to do. So yeah, that can be exercise, that can be reading if you're somebody who doesn't like to read, it can be socializing with people and actually, investing in people if you're antisocial or something like that. The key thing here, though, is that it's got to be something that you don't really want to do. Because otherwise it's just being productive because you're motivated or because it's something you want to do anyway. I want to be absolutely clear here. building discipline is not the same as just being productive in general. Because you can be very productive if you're just, always motivated to be that way, and it's something that you feel like doing. It's something that you're really, that you're just really passionate about all the time, and you just love to do it. That's not going to build any discipline, though, because, like I said, discipline is about doing the things that you don't want to do. So you have to find those things you don't want to do, and that depends on who you are as an individual. Some people love to work out. My brother, he loves working out, and for him, if he wanted to build his discipline, I wouldn't say, okay, you want to build your discipline, go to the gym every day. He already wants to, he loves it. So for him, it would be something different. So like if he doesn't like reading, say for instance, if he doesn't like reading, then if he wants to build discipline, then I would say, okay, make yourself read such and such amount every day, whether you want to or not. And that would build some degree of discipline. And as time goes on, build more and more discipline. And I mean, that would be, kind of his discipline exercise routine there. For me, I really don't enjoy working out that much. So for me, going and working, most of the time anyway, for me, going and working out is much more of a discipline thing than it would be for him. I really, like, unless I'm working out with friends or something like that, it's hard for me to get excited about it. It's just not something that I really enjoy that much until I actually, get out there, get some momentum and stuff like that. Then I'll start to enjoy my workout a little bit. But as far as actually getting out there in the first place, that requires some discipline. Most of the time I don't feel like it, but I do it anyway because I have become disciplined, and it's something that is, that I expect from myself now. And two, because it builds that discipline. It makes me more and more of a disciplined person the more I do it. And that crosses over to other things. I believe that has had an impact on me quitting porn, almost 9-10 months ago, I'm not sure right now. But I think that contributes because, like I said, discipline crosses over to all areas of your life. Discipline is its own individual trait. There's not discipline in not watching porn, and then discipline in working out, and then discipline in, reading or whatever it is, or then discipline in work. It's all tied together. It's all discipline. And so anywhere you build discipline is going to contribute to all those other areas of your life, which is why it is something that is very, very important. It's very much worth investing in. This is a huge thing you can do that's going to just really seriously impact your life in a huge way, is invest in exercising your discipline. And it is worth it. It sucks a lot of times. It sucks to exercise discipline and work out your discipline muscle because, again, it always means doing something you don't want to do. So it's always going to be something that is not necessarily fun to do. And so it's going to be something, like I said, that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. So yeah, it always kind of sucks a little bit, but it is worth it. And living a life as a person who has built up a discipline does not suck at all. It's actually fantastic. And like I said, this is going to affect every area of your life. It is a great thing to have, discipline. So do it. Get started somewhere. Depending on who you are, depending on what you like to do and what you don't like to do, how motivated you feel, it could be any number of different things that you could get started on to build that discipline. But the important thing is that, well, first, it's something good. Don't waste your time doing stupid stuff. And two, something that you don't really want to do. So get to work and come up with something. And it will be worth it, 100%. I can guarantee that. And if you don't believe me, then test it. Find out for yourself. That's about it for this. If you have any questions about any of this, if you want to talk to me about something else, if you want me to talk about something else, if you're curious about my perspective on something, about anything in regards to quitting porn, anything like that, leave me a comment, shoot me a message, anything like that. I would love to talk about it. If you want accountability, I can help with that. If you want, tips on getting started in any of these other areas, fitness, anything like that, I can probably point you in the right direction. So yeah, don't hesitate to contact me if you have anything to say about any of that. If you like these videos, I have more of them, so you can check those out on my channel. I also make these fairly frequently so far, so if you'd like to keep up with that, there's a subscribe button, and that will enable you to do that very easily. Let's see here. That is about it. As always, pray all the time. I do not pray enough, and so I think you can't be reminded too often to pray a lot, all the time, about everything. It's important. God isn't just a part of your life. He is your life. So prayer should be a very, very big part of that. And that about sums it up. No, it doesn't about sum it up. It does sum it up. So, yeah, that's it. Build your discipline. Do the stuff you don't want to do, and you will get better at doing things you don't want to do. That's what a lot of it comes down to. So, get to work, and I will talk to you guys later. God bless you.